Manifestation! Let's talk about that. And I know, like, for some people they might think it's a little bit woo-woo, like, okay, you're just gonna ask and then you will receive without really doing anything. But I think there is so much more behind it than just like creating a vision board and just saying, okay, this is how my life is going to look like in 5 years and I'm just going to sit here and wait. Because no, it's not. I do believe in the fact that when you know where you're going to take these like small choices every day that's going to lead you towards a goal. Because just imagine how many choices you take in a day. Honestly, there's hundreds of small choices that you take every day that has huge consequences for your life. Like, just imagine picking like the right instead of the left road, and then suddenly you meet a person, and then that person will be such an important part of your life. Maybe it's gonna be a friendship, maybe it's something romantically, or maybe there's like gonna be a job opportunity suddenly. Like, who knows? It's so much that can happen. Yeah, sometimes it just feels so random when these things happen, and sometimes they are if you just walk down the road and suddenly have a conversation with a person. But is it though? Because you chose to have a conversation with that person and then it turned out to be something more. Because you could just have walked. So yeah, it's also a choice. Even if you're open to like speak to people because you know it can also lead to better things or just a nice and good vibe, a good conversation that's gonna brighten both of your day, like, it's a choice. It's a choice because, like, how many times haven't you walked in public and then there's this random person that you don't know that's like smiles to you and you're just like, whoa. Like, haven't that happened to you when you're just like walking in your own bubble, like maybe worrying about the things that's happening in your life or whatever, and then you see a person like smiling directly at you, you're just like, wow, that's so nice. Like, it changes the whole mood. You like start to become more present, and you're just like, wow, that person didn't really expect anything back. They just smile to spread love and good vibes. Like, it's so nice. Just imagine like what kind of impact that could have. And that's because that one person just decided to smile at you. It can just have so huge impact, not only on your own life, but on other lives too. So how I see manifestation is like, I always do this vision boards. Of course I do. I have my Pinterest board and have it like a saving screen at my Mac. So I see it every time I look at my computer. And you kind of just remind yourself, like, this is where I'm going. Is what I'm doing now, is this really helping me to live this life that I obviously really want to live? Maybe not. Maybe not, and then maybe you think twice before doing whatever you're doing, if it's Netflix or... Yeah, but then, you know what? Netflix can be good too. I love to watch movies and stuff, I'm gonna say that, but it's a balance. It's a balance like with everything in life, but what I'm saying is like when you really map out how you want your life to be, what you want to accomplish, then it's so much easier to really prioritize your time and to know what you should do. What you should do today to get you there. And also, then you know, like if suddenly there's an opportunity, or I'm not saying that they're like, hey, do you want to be on like a TV show? Not like that, but like maybe you get like the opportunity to be an extra on a film set, and well, it's not that good pay, but you have the opportunity to talk to a lot of people, to get some good contacts, and then suddenly, well, maybe you're auditioning to be like an actress then, because you had this good connection with some other people, or you kind of just shown what you can do even as an extra. You never know. Just by like putting yourself in the environment, that could lead to somewhere in the direction that you want to go. And the last example I just told was something for me, because I love acting, and I'm not saying that I'm an actor. I really am not, but I, after high school, was like, okay, I'm just gonna put myself out on this like extra kind of side where you can apply to be an extra for movies. So I did that. I went on quite some extra position jobs at this film set, and it was super fun. I met a lot of cool people that also liked kind of the same thing, so that was really fun. But that was also in the period where I really wanted to become a model and travel and do all of that. And also just before I started this, I had this conversation with my agency that I wasn't really one of the models that they wanted to really focus on and like push out. But I was like, you know what? I know I want to do this. I know that modeling is also really connected to like acting and that kind of environment. So I was like, let's just put myself there and see what happens. And then one of the day, I suddenly like started to talk with a guy. And we talked and talked, and it was quite a long conversation. And then we just like came into the team, like what you really want to do and stuff. And I was like, you know what, I want to do modeling, and told him a little bit about my situation and stuff. And he was like, you know what, my best friend is actually an international model, and she's actually coming to town tomorrow. Why don't all of us take a cup of coffee together, and then we'll see what happens. So we did, and that's how I got like the other agency, which made it possible for me to travel. So you know, and that was such like an impactful moment for me, just as a person, to really see that you can live life in so many ways, that you can travel, that I, as a 19-year-old, could just like do my own thing, and that there were like so many ways to live life, and that you didn't really need to do it the way everybody else is doing it. And that was really impactful for me, because before that I've been really like with school, I was like, okay, and then I'm gonna get like a really good job like in medicine or a lawyer or I don't know, and then yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. But then I was like, is that really what I want to do? Is it really who Siri Berge is? I don't know about that. So it's just like starts in process. So I just feel like that little meeting was so impactful in a way, and that was only because I put myself in that environment. So I'm not saying that you need to go on a film set, but like, is there some kind of community that you can kind of seek out and get connection that could lead you closer to where you want to go? But of course you need to map that out first, like what do you really want to do? And it's surprisingly many people who don't know. And that's totally fine to not know. It's totally fine. But it's also nice to just start and try different things, to really map out what do I like, what brings out the power, like the fire in me, what's fun, what makes me like really just wanting to keep going and thinking it's fun, and even like things that you doesn't really look at as work, like what would I just do for free? Like that's the best thing. So yeah, just to try different things. I think that's the most important, just to be open to try new things and really see what you can see yourself doing. And also in this like mapping stage, it's so nice to just really be open and talk to different people and listen to podcasts, because there's so much knowledge in that. It's just like something about listening to other people's stories on podcasts, like you get more open-minded when you do, because you see that okay, it's possible. They didn't necessarily grow up with a lot of money or like famous parents or anything. So many people who just like, yeah, who had a totally normal life like everybody else, and then just like went for their dream, and look where they are at now. And by just seeing this for yourself, or listening, if you're listening to a podcast, that can open so many doors. And that's what I started to do around Corona, when after I was home, and I was like, what the fuck do I do with my life now that the modeling thing is not obviously working out, because nobody can travel? And yeah, so it's like, okay, I better start to read. I better start to listen to some podcasts and just see. And that really like opened up a lot of stuff, but I still did not know what I wanted. But what I started to understand is that I really want to be my own boss. I really want to be that. And also I do really want to keep traveling, because I love that. I also love to kind of entertain people, to talk with people, and to also have like presentations and stuff. I've always loved to have presentations like in school. I thought it was so fun, and to be like creative, that's what I love. And but how could I make it into a job? How could I make it into a job? So I just started at this like 1 year like business study with like accounting, and yeah, there was some like law, like business law and marketing. And I will say that like the accounting part, it wasn't fun, but I'm so happy I did it today, because that has really helped me so much when I'm needing to do my own accounting with like my whole social media thing. So that's really nice. But yeah, and you also with the marketing, that's what I'm doing today. Did I think that when I was taking this business class thing? No, I did not. But I was like, ooh, this is kind of exciting. Maybe this is something for me. I don't know. And then I was like, why haven't I thought about journalism? Because it's creative, you talk to people, like there must be something there. And I was like, you know what? If I don't like it, I can quit. I can quit. I can do that. So I started, ended up really liking it, feeling like it pushed me really outside of my comfort zone. It was really a great choice. It has opened so many doors. Like the social media job, that is also a result of me taking journalism, because that's a nice skill to have when you're creating content. And also the marketing class, it's also a-okay. And what is that gonna help me to do? Travel, be my own boss, and freedom. So it's just like so fun. Like I did not see that when I started, but it just kind of appeared. I just like went the way that might lead me there, and look where I'm at. Look where I'm now. And we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see what's gonna happen when I'm done, when I start to travel, when I start to take social media a little bit more seriously and really just like, we'll see. But it's just something about mapping it out and taking these little decisions every day. So that's my take on manifestation and really getting where you want to go in life. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you want more of me, and comment if you have any like these kind of sort of stories where you just like things just happen, and because of you met this person or this happening, like it changed your life, it made you like go closer to your dreams or something. Like I love to hear that. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to you in my next video. Mwah!